Welcome to the Verify Pipeline Execution 14.5 Kickoff. My name is Jackie Porter, Acting Product Manager of the PE group here at GitLab. And as a reminder, this group is responsible for all things GitLab CI, like pipeline processing, pipelines, as well as the category of merge trains. I'm joined here by the PE product designer, Vitika. And in 14.5, we're really focused on a couple of top priority items related to CI minutes visibility, as well as implementing various control mechanisms for pipeline permissions. The first issue that we have queued up is related to CI minutes, and it's recalculating lazy loading of CI minutes on a monthly basis. This is tied to our deprecation of the legacy CI minutes effort that we've been working on for the past couple of milestones. So we're super fortunate to be wrapping up this effort and excited that our users will have a more consistent experience with CI minutes. Another big focus for CI minutes is enabling our backend for CI usage and historical data on the group usage quota page. So in 14.6, we're hoping to implement the front end for this effort, but in 14.5, we're adding a GraphQL endpoint to enable this experience. Another top focus for us in 14.5 is around pipeline permissions and security, which will be enhanced by two issues. The first one is guest access for jobs, which is allowing a guest to view job data but limited subset. This will help unblock one of our refactor experiences of moving the front end of the jobs page to view in GraphQL. The second issue is around exposing job scope data in the CI job token API, which will allow users to then introspect that information to see if the flag is enabled across all of our projects or in a group. We recently delivered the secure CI job token workflow in 14.4. It's default and to be disabled for projects, but this will help users know and be able to see whether or not you can have this feature enabled in your projects. Vitika is also working on several features and design issues related to a wide variety of scope, including job logs and expanding our CI job token. So I'll pass it off to her to talk about her design work in 14.5.
Thank you so much, Jackie. So the design works that I'm doing for 14.5, the first one of that is adding progressive loading to job logs. So today what's happening is developers want to view the complete job log to have full context about a job, but now as of today, they can only do it by clicking on the raw log file if the log is over 0.5 MB. So what we are trying to do here is we are trying to add an ability to progressively load the log section so we can show the full log on the UI and without making developers go and download the raw logs. And as you scroll the logs, they would load in chunks and in chunks that we know that we can process, of course. So that's a constraint. Yeah, and the next one is configure job token scope at group level. So for a private project to be accessible via CI job token, it must be added to the allow list of the originating project. Now, this could become very cumbersome if an organization has many different projects, and what they would want to, the kind of control that they would want to have there is for those projects to be accessible from each other. And currently, the user needs to add each target project to the allow list of the origin project. Now, to solve this problem, we are trying to perhaps enable the CI job token scope at group level. Next one is add settings for disabling public pipelines in the API. So by introducing these settings, the problem that we'll solve is, so users today, they do not want to have anyone looking at their job logs or projects. And that's very obvious because they could have some sensitive data, such as the SSH key, secrets, etc. So we are adding a setting so that they could disable public pipelines in the API. And the last one is provide links to the failed pipelines from Analytics CI/CD in projects. So we did a research recently, and one of the findings were that even the users are able to see like what's happening, like the very superficial performance of their pipelines, they're not able to drill down from the analytics page itself. They have to get back to the pipelines and jobs page to understand where is it that things are going wrong. So what we would want to try to do here is provide a link to the failed pipelines from the analytics CI/CD page itself. And that's all.
Thank you so much, Vichika, for sharing all of the work that you're going to be taking on in 14.5. Super excited about some of these features. They're really going to help our users and everyone leverage GitLab better. One of the things that you were working on in a prior milestone was around a usability challenge in creating more space in the pipeline index page. So in this milestone, we're going to be actually rendering this work, and it will allow us to make additional enhancements down the road. You did a really great job putting together this proposal and gathering feedback from the internal engineers, as well as applying user insights. So we're really excited about learning how challenging it was for our users to effectively leverage the pipeline index page to create more space to then incrementally add more features. So thank you for putting that together. Yeah.
Just to add to this, Jackie, that we also have a solution validation schedule for this. So we would be also taking feedback from our users as to how they're liking the new rearrange in the layout once this is in place. So yeah, excited about that.
It's going to be so good. We're really excited for 14.5. If any of these issues are interesting to you, feel free to give us a tag in any of them. Thanks again.